Starting with another past paper of P3. This time it's November 2021, the third variant. So let's get started. Let's look at the first question. The first question is about algebraic division, which is also commonly known as the long division. They are asking for find the quotient and remainder. So we are looking for the quotient, we are looking for the remainder when this expression 2x power 4 plus 1, a quartic expression, is divided by this thing. Now the first thing is should we factorize or should we try to factorize this thing? As such, there is no need to factorize. Even if it's factorizable, there is no need to factorize. Next thing, this thing is basically 2x power 4 plus 0x cube plus 0x square plus 0x plus 1, because all the three coefficients of the terms were missing. The cubic, the square, the linear term were missing. So now write this thing as 2x power 4 plus 0x cube plus 0x square plus 0x plus 1. The whole thing is divided by x square minus x plus 2. X square minus x plus 2. Now take the highest term from here, which is 2x4, and take the highest term and then divide. So therefore this becomes 2x square. Multiply this 2x square with every term in the divisor. So that is 2x power 4 minus 2x cube plus 4x square. So that's the first thing that you do. Change the sign and add. So therefore the x power 4 term cancels out. You are left with 2x cube minus 4x square. Take this term again down, even though it's 0, and repeat the same process all over again. So this time this divided by this. So therefore 2x cube divided by x square, that is 2x. This is 2x cube minus 2x square plus 4x. Again, change the sign and add. So this is minus, this becomes plus, this becomes minus. Therefore this comes out to be minus 2x square. Minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2, that's perfect, and this is minus 4x. Repeat the same process all over again. So this time this is negative 2x square divided by this. So therefore negative 2x square over x square is negative 2. This is negative 2x square, and negative 2 into negative x, that's plus 2x plus 4. Actually it's negative 4. Negative 4. And don't forget that you have to take this 1 down also, something like this. Now change the sign and add. So therefore this becomes plus, and this becomes minus, and this becomes plus. And therefore this is minus 4x minus 2x negative 6x, and 1 plus 4 is 5. So this is the remainder that you get after you carry out this algebraic division, which is also known as long division. So first of all, the divisor was this quadratic expression, that was x square minus x plus 2. The quotient, that is what they're asking for, 2x square plus 2x minus 2, 2x square plus 2x minus 2, and the remainder is minus 6x plus 5. So these are the two things, that is what the examiner has required. This thing and this thing, and this is properly done. So give your answer in this final form. Now next part, next question. What is this about? This is about modulus, and it's about a graph also, and it's about a graph is the sketch. So let me write the term sketch, that is better, and it's about inequality. So now there are two ways of doing it. Let me first do the first part. That is, we need to sketch it. Y is equals to 2x minus 3. So therefore this is if I have a grid, let me take that grid out. Okay, this is the grid. And if I draw the line 2x minus 3, 2x minus 3 is a line like this, positive gradient, negative y-intercept. That goes like this. And then I have to flip it in the y-axis. So therefore, let me draw the line like this. So therefore, this is the final line. And let me discard this part over here. So this thing is discarded. That is how you draw the sketch. And what is the vertex? 2x minus 3 equals to 0. Therefore, x is 1.5 or 3 over 2 or 1.5. So this point 1.5 is the vertex. That's how you draw this. Okay, now what else are they asking? They're asking us to solve the inequality. Now it does not say hence. So either some people, they prefer to use a sketch to solve the inequality, which I don't prefer. And there is this algebraic method, and then I would solve this inequality. So I personally prefer the second method. So there is a case of modulus inequality, x modulus less than a. That is the same thing as x lies between negative a and positive a. So therefore 2x minus 3 modulus is less than 3x plus 2. So therefore I'll write this thing as 2x minus 3 lies between 3x plus 2 and negative of 3x plus 2. Got the idea? Now this thing is one thing that you need to solve. This is one. And therefore this is the other one that you need to solve. So if I solve the blue one on the left, and then I'll solve the green one on the right. So therefore this is negative 3x plus 2 is lesser than 2x minus 3. And 2x minus 3 is lesser than 3x plus 2. So negative 3x, negative 2 is lesser than 2x minus 3. Negative 3x, negative 2x, that is negative 5x is lesser than negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. When you divide, the inequality flips and this comes out to be x is greater than 1/5. That is one thing that you get. What is the other one? Then you solve this one. 2x minus 3 is lesser than 3x plus 2. So therefore, you transfer everything on one side. 2x minus 3x negative x and 2 plus 3 is 5. Therefore, x is greater than negative 5. So therefore, again, the inequality flips. Now, they both are moving in the same direction. So if I draw a number line, and this is the orange line that I'm drawing, that's for the number line. Somewhere here is 0. Actually, I need negative 5 also. This is negative 5, and this is 0, and this is 1/5. So we have something like going to the right. So therefore, this one is going this way, greater than negative 5. And this one is going this way, greater than positive 1/5. Now, which region to choose? Either it would be the union or the intersection. So let me choose a value, for example, 1 from here. So let me choose a value from here, 1. Let me choose a value from here. Let's call it negative 2, or 0 is also perfectly fine. I can also choose 0. Now let me plug in the value. Let x equals to 0. And if we choose x is equals to 0, and we plug in the original inequality, 2x minus 3 modulus is less than 3x plus 2. 2x minus 3 modulus is lesser than 3x plus 2. When x is 0, minus 3 modulus, is it lesser than 3x plus 2? Is it lesser than 2? The answer is no. This is false. When x is equals to 1, 2 minus 3 is negative 1 modulus. Is it lesser than 3 plus 2, which is 5? 1 is lesser than 5. This is true. Therefore, this region is true. That is representing by this 1. So this region is true. Therefore, this inequality is true. So therefore, the final answer over here, according to the true-false method, that is x is greater than 1/5. So this is the final answer for this particular question. That is the intersection of the two inequalities. So that's question number 2. Question number 3. What is this about? This is about logs and exponential. So solve the equation 4 raised to power of x minus 2, that's 4 raised to power of x, 4 raised to power of minus 2, that is 4 raised to power of x minus 4 raised to power of 2. Give your answer correct to 3 decimal places. Make a substitution. Let m equals to 4 raised to power of x. So m divided by 16, 4 raised to power of minus 2 is 1 over 16. That is equals to m minus 16. Cross multiply. M equals to 16m minus 256. Is that so? 4 raised to power of x, there is no squaring as such. So negative 15m is equals to negative 256. Therefore, m is 256 divided by 15. So therefore, m is equals to 256 over 15. But wait a minute. What is m equals to? But m equals to 4 raised to power of x. So therefore now logs is applicable. So 4 raised to power of x is 256 over 15. Take LG or ln of both sides. LG 4 raised to power of x is LG 256 divided by 15. X LG 4 is LG 256 divided by 15. You calculate the value of LG4, you calculate the value of LG256 over 15, take care of the accuracy, and then you divide. So you get the value as 2.047. That is the answer. To what degree of accuracy they are asking? They are asking to 3 decimal place. So that is the perfect answer for this one. Question number 4. This is about integration. And what kind of integration? This is integration by parts. So remember the formula u dv, that is uv minus integral v du, and order for choosing u, so L A T E, that is the order. Now it says find the exact value of this integral. So first of all, you write this integral, that is x sine half x dx between the limits pi by 3 and pi. First of all, u is algebra, that is x, dv is sine half x dx, du is 1 dx, v is integral of sine, that is negative cos. So this is negative cosine half x, and don't forget that you have to divide by half, that is multiplication by 2. So therefore this is this. Follow the arrows because this is uv and this is integral v du, negative integral v du. So therefore this is minus 2x cosine half x, minus 2x cosine half x. Minus minus becomes a plus, that is 2 cosine half x dx with an integral sign. Minus 2x cosine of half x. And this becomes division by half is multiplication by 2, and integral of cosine is positive, that is 4 sine half x between the limits pi by 3 and pi. Now remember, x is pi by 3. Therefore, half x is pi by 6. Therefore, cosine of pi by 6, that is root 3 over 2. Sine of pi by 6 is half. That's the first thing. When x is pi, half of x is pi. So, half of x is pi over 2. Cosine of 90 degrees is 0. Sine of 90 degrees is 1. So, these are the four things that we need, 4 information. Ratios. So minus 2 into pi, cosine of half x. Cosine of half x is 0 plus 4 sine of half x. I'm plugging in pi, that comes out to be 1. So this is the upper limit of pi. Negative sign, Now it's upper limit, lower limit. So therefore this is lower limit pi by 3, and remember the angles are this thing. So therefore this is half x, and this is half x, and this is half x for this, and this is half x for this. But basically you're calculating these ratios. When you plug in the lower limit, this is minus 2, this is minus 2 into x, which is pi by 3. And cosine of pi by 6 is root 3 over 2 minus, actually plus 4 times sine of half x, sine of pi by 6, which is half. So basically you get a 0, you get a 4 minus sine, minus is still on the outside, 2 cancel. That is a root 3 pi divided by 3 with a negative sign, correct? And 4 into half is 2. Now open it up. So this is 4 plus root 3 pi over 3 and then minus 2. This is 2 plus root 3 pi over 3. So do double check the working. This is the answer. You have a 2, you have a root 3 at the top, you have a 3 at the bottom, and then a pi. So it looks perfect to me. 4 questions are done. So again in this paper, we would be solving it in 2 parts. The first part would be the first 7 questions, and then 8, 9, 10, 11, the last 4 questions separately. Solve the equation. So this is trigonometric equation, and this is involving a double angle. Sine of theta is equals to 3 cosine 2 theta plus 2. What format of cosine 2 theta is needed? Something that's compatible with sine, which is 1 minus 2 sine square theta. That is the one that we will use. So therefore sine theta, 3 minus 6 sine square theta plus 2. Therefore 6 sine square theta plus sine theta. 3 plus 2 is 5, taken to the other side, that is minus 5, equals to 0. So that is the first thing that we need. A quadratic equation in terms of sine theta, coefficient of the square term is 6, the constant term, the sine theta term is 1, and then minus 5, and so on. And let's see if this is factorizable. 6 into 5 is 30, 6 into 5. So this is 6 sine square theta plus 6 sine theta minus 5 sine theta, minus 5 equals to 0. 6 sine theta plus 1 minus 5 sine theta plus 1 equals to 0. So therefore sine theta plus 1 and 6 sine theta minus 5 equals to 0. In other words, sine theta equals to negative 1. In other words, sine theta is equals to 5 by 6. Now when sine theta equals to negative 1, this is basically using a graph. So you have this equation, you have this graph, not an equation. And you know what are the values at which sine is negative. So sine is positive 1 at 90 and negative 1 at 270 degrees. So this is 270 degrees and you get a negative 1. And your range is between 0 till 360. So this is one answer. Over here, that's a 4-step process. Sine is positive in first and second quadrant. And then theta lies between 0 till 360 inclusive. So this is inclusive, 0 till 360. And then what else? Sine of alpha, the basic angle is 5 over 6. Therefore, alpha, correct to 1 decimal place, is 56.4 degrees, correct to 1 dp. Since it's a simple addition or subtraction from 180, so 1 decimal place would work. Otherwise, you should work in 2 decimal places and then final answer to 1 decimal place. Therefore, theta is 56.4 and 180 minus 56.4. So 180 minus 56.4 is 123.6 degrees, 56.4 degrees. Therefore, the very final answer, write everything in the proper format. That is 56.4 degrees, that is 123.6 degrees, that is 270 degrees. So these are 3 answers for this particular part. So basically, except for one thing, it's a P1 equation. Question 5 is done. Question number 6. Another trigonometry question. This looks like compound angle, or it's also known as the harmonic form. Compound angle formula. So we have, first of all, expand this. Cosine x minus 60, first expand this much. That is cosine x, cosine 60, plus sine x, sine 60. Focus on the dots that I'll just be putting. So we have this particular negative sign, and this becomes a positive sign. That's the main thing. We can use the ratios. This is cosine x, cosine 60 is half, and this is plus sine x, sine 60 is root 3 over 2. That is the first thing. And then it says can be written in this form. So 2 multiplied with cosine x minus 60, basically 2 multiplied with half common cosine x plus root 3 sine x. Let me simplify as much as possible at this stage. So 2 to cancel, that is cosine x plus root 3 sine x. So it's a compound angle formula with addition formula. So now cosine x plus root 3 sine x plus cosine x. Since we are converting into cosine x, this is 2 cosine x plus root 3 sine x. This is the simplified form. 2 cosine x plus root 3 sine x has to be converted to r cosine x minus alpha. This is another alpha. That is the value for this. Give the exact value. And then the second part, they're asking us for the least. Find the value of x in the interval for which it takes its least possible value. So now over here, this is like your a, this is like your b, this is your r, this is your alpha. So r is a square plus b square under root, that is 2 square, root 3 square under root. 4 plus 3 is 7, so this comes out to be root 7. Leave the answer intact. Alpha is tan inverse of root 3 over 2. Over here you have to use a calculator, so therefore alpha comes out to be 40.89 degrees. So this is the answer for this part. That is the conversion. And now it says find the value of x in the interval for which this thing has its least possible value. So basically this function is something like this, root 7, and this is cosine, and this is x minus alpha. So this is x minus 40.89 degrees. They're asking for the least possible value. Now the rule is the maximum value of this function is root 7. The minimum value is negative root 7. Maximum occurs at 0 degrees at 360 degrees. Minimum occurs at 180 degrees. They are not asking for the minimum value. They are asking for the value at which it occurs. So now this thing should equal to x minus 40.89 degrees. Got the idea? So now this thing, basically you're equating it to this. So the x comes out to be 40 plus 180, which is 220.89 degrees, correct to 1 decimal place because that's written in the beginning. So 220.9, that is 1 decimal place value. Question number 7. What is this question all about? This question looks like implicit differentiation. That is the first part. And then the second part, when the tangent is parallel to x-axis, so differentiation continued. And when it's parallel to x-axis, gradient is 0. In other words, dy by dx is 0. In other words, numerator over denominator is 0. In other words, numerator is 0. So I just wrote the basics of this particular thing. Now over here, ln bracket x plus y. That is x minus 2y. Put it in a bracket also. Differentiate both sides with respect to x, differentiate both sides with respect to x. So therefore x plus y goes in the denominator, 1 plus 1y prime goes at the top. Derivative of x is 1, derivative of 2 is 2 multiplied with y prime. So you can either write y prime, let dy by dx equals to y prime, or you can write in terms of dy by dx. Cross multiply, 1 plus y prime is 1 minus 2y prime multiplied with x plus y. So a little bit of algebra is an integral part of P3. That is x minus x plus y minus 2 y prime x minus 2 y prime into y. And this is 1 plus y prime. How many y prime terms do you see? I see one y prime term. This is the other y prime term. This is the other y prime term. So let's take everything to the left hand side. So y prime plus 2xy prime, I've changed the order, plus 2y prime equals to x plus y minus 1. Y prime common, 1 plus 2x plus 2y equals to x plus y minus 1. Therefore, y prime is x plus y minus 1 divided by 1 plus 2x plus 2y. And is this the answer? Yes, this is the answer. They have only taken a 2 common out. So therefore, this is x plus 1 minus 1, x plus y minus 1, 1 plus 2 bracket x plus y. So now this is the answer for this thing, where y prime is dy by dx. What does it say? Coordinates of the point where the tangent is parallel to x-axis. So dy by dx equals to 0. Dy by dx equals to 0. What is the numerator? X plus y minus 1 equals to 0. X plus y minus 1 equals to 0. Therefore, you can make anything the subject. So therefore, you can say that it's parallel to x-axis. So y equals to 1 minus x. That's the equation. Now solve simultaneously with equation of curve, because you cannot get anything on its own. So we have this equation, ln bracket x plus y is x minus 2y. ln bracket x plus y is equals to x minus 2y. Let me double check. So this is x minus 2y, that's perfect. Substitute y, ln bracket x plus 1 minus x, this is y. This is x minus 2 times 1 minus x. So this is where you have substituted y, this is where you have substituted y, this is your y. So therefore, what's the working? ln x cancel, this is ln of 1, which is 0, that's good riddance. X minus 2 plus 2x, x minus 2 plus 2x. So therefore, 3x, and this is 0. 3x minus 2 equals to 0, 3x is equals to 2, x is equals to 2/3, that's one answer. When x is 2/3, what is y? Y is 1 minus x. Y is 1 minus x, which is 1 minus 2/3, which comes out to be 1/3. They are asking us the coordinates of the point. It's a 1 point, and that's perfectly matches. So write it as a coordinate, 2/3, 1/3. This is the coordinate. So now that finishes the first part. So this is part 1 of November 2021 variant 33. That's the P3 paper. Stay tuned for more.